Are you looking to rehab a house but worried about staying on budget? You're not alone. Rehabbing projects can get expensive fast, especially if you don't take all costs into account and plan accordingly. Lucky for you, we're here to walk you through the full fix and flip process so that you can learn to budget appropriately. A house rehab, also known as a fix and flip, is the process of buying property, renovating it, and selling it for full market value. The three basic expenses of a rehab project include the labor, materials, and permit costs. And the process can take anywhere from 6 weeks to 6 months to complete. Each rehab costs and profits will vary, but our 9-step guide is a perfect way for new investors to get started. So let's dive in. In order to determine if a rehab project will fit your budget, the first step you should take is to evaluate the property with the help of a professional inspector. An inspector will identify areas that need to be repaired and will recognize certain problems you might not catch yourself. A home inspection will include examining the property's HVAC system, electrical system, plumbing, foundation, roof, flooring, walls, ceilings, windows, doors, and insulation. Pro tip: be sure to take pictures and detailed notes during the walkthrough. Step 2 is to create a checklist for your project. The notes you took during the home inspection walkthrough should help with this. Your checklist should include everything that needs to be repaired or upgraded, as well as how much each repair will cost. The goal of the checklist is to showcase your fix and flip project's full scope of work. Once you understand how much the entire rehab project should cost, the next step is to develop a budget that works with your finances. Every investor needs to assess how much liquid capital they have access to before committing to any fix and flip deal. And the dollar amount that you're willing to spend will let you know whether the rehab scope of work is too big or just right for your budget. You can prioritize projects on your checklist or make changes if necessary. After finalizing your repair list, step 4 is to find a contractor who's a right fit for you and your project. Not all contractors are made equal. So, it's important that investors do their research in order to find a trustworthy and reliable contractor. Be sure to get at least 3 references from past clients, and make sure that your desired timeline is one that your contractor can commit to. Make sure they're licensed and insured to perform the type of work you're hiring them for by checking their qualifications and certificates. Ask about each potential contractor's payment schedule to determine if it aligns with how you plan to pay them. And finally, be sure to get a good sense of their work ethic during your conversations. Next is step 5. It's time to get your permits in order. Proper permits are crucial so that you'll avoid violating any local building or zoning codes. You can contact your local building department to discover which permits you'll need. But in most cases, your contractor should be able to determine this as well. Now you're ready to get to work. Step 6 starts the demo phase of the rehab project. This will include removing all trash from inside and outside of the home, as well as eliminating any small damaged items like doors, windows, and fixtures. The demo phase acts as prep work for the renovations to come. Ultimately, it will make the actual rehabbing process run smoother. Step 7 begins the exterior improvement phase. More minor exterior improvements made to the house will include the front yard landscaping, driveway, and front door. Bigger exterior renovations include foundation fixes and roofing repairs. These renovations will vary from property to property, but are typically more affordable than interior renovations. The majority of an investor's rehab budget will typically be spent on step 8, the interior improvement phase. The most expensive internal components of a fix and flip are normally the HVAC, plumbing, and electrical systems. For investors trying to make the most of their rehab budget, there are an unlimited number of ways to enhance the appearance of a home's interior with DIY projects. Pro tip: upgrades to a home's kitchen and bathroom typically see the biggest return on investment. The last step to rehabbing a house on a budget is the inspection phase. This means double-checking all the work that was done during the renovation process. Ensure that every item on your original scope of work checklist has been crossed off and that each completed project meets your standards. Smart investors will also hire a professional to do a final inspection of the house before putting it on the market. Rehabbing your first house can feel overwhelming, but when you follow our steps, you should be able to stick to your budget and achieve success. Remember, don't be afraid to start small when it comes to flipping houses. Even the best investors had to start somewhere. Now that you have all our tips, do you feel more confident pursuing your real estate investing goals? Share the experience of your first real estate deal in the comments or leave us a house flipping question. And as always, if you enjoyed learning today, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel.